Hit the tubes, to UK, back again with another video. Bit of a marathon one, I'm expecting. It's the Manchester weekend, so Play Expo and Arcade Club. Let's get on it.
Who do you think is going to win Manchester Derby?
It was a happening, put it that way. I think if you didn't attend this weekend, especially not both events or occasions, then yeah, to coin the WWF phrase, it was a happening and you missed out big style. I would probably even say the second best weekend I've had away, bar none. First one, you can't beat the coming together of the tubers, the mighty tubers, which I think Raz mentioned on Saturday, 7 years ago. That's 7 years ago. So yeah, I don't think that'll ever be topped. Them's up there, no, and I think they'd all agree. But I tell you what, last weekend come damn bloody close. It was nigh on perfect. I've had it's been a fucking nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Anyway, as you can see, still in the same position as previous vid. There's still tons of shit there. The buildings finished. They finished this morning. They've just done some painting and touching up, so that's done. The room's not finished because we've got to get flooring in there and stuff. So there's a couple of weeks for that. Other stuff's gone wrong today. The upstairs toilet started leaking. It already was leaking. We just didn't know it. Because we're having the flooring done upstairs, we're going to get the flooring done in the bathroom and throughout because it's just cheaper. So I took the flooring up to stick in the skip that was outside, and yeah, it's been leaking behind in this unit, boxed in thing. So it's just fucking one thing after another. It's what's that film, the Tom Hanks one, The Money Pit. That fucking house feels like the Money Pit. I think it happens with all houses. It happened all the houses I've ever been in. Once you start scratching beneath the surface, you find all the flaws in it. This is no different. To be honest, we've not done anything to the house since we've been in it, so we've sort of rode our luck somewhat, but yeah, it's just stuff on top of stuff. So I'm off this week. It's half term. Obviously the idea was to get some DIY and decorating done, etc., which will still happen. Just a bit of slower process, that's all. I had already shot this video, part of this video, last night, because again I was just fed up with the whole thing. I thought I'd go have a few beers. It got too dark, lost the light. It's about 3 o'clock now, give or take, so we should be all right. There's a lot to get through. I say it'll probably be a two-part. I'm probably going to split it up to Play Expo, like sort of pickups, chat, and then the chat about Arcade Club, as best as I can remember. I would like to say there's some footage, but I'll come to that later on. Anyway, pickups. Probably start with pickups in a minute once I give a few thanks. First and foremost, huge that this man, I would not have been in attendance. Rob Foote. So many thanks, Rob. Rob, the chauffeur for the weekend. Yeah, absolute legend. He's a lovely man. Those that met him will know. His choice of beers can be somewhat iffy. I think Daz can attest to that. He gets sold a flanker quite easily, does Rob. Cheeky barmaid sold him some, I don't know what the fuck it was, some hop stuff. I'll come to that Arcade Club, but yeah, Rob, really good, company. Always makes me laugh, has me in fucking bits, some of the stuff he comes out with. So yeah, many thanks to Rob. Secondly, thanks to Andy Brown and the team at Replay Events. Some people are a bit dubious about Play Expo. Go there, and be very mindful of what you're going there for, and I think you'll have a good time. I always have a good time there anyway. I don't consume all that's on offer because some of it's not for me. But you can't deny it's a great. I think it's probably the biggest in the UK of its type, of its ilk. So Andy does put on a great show. Probably, I think the sort of alcoholic beverages and that setup was not good. That was a complete downer on previous years. Again, seating was a big issue, so I'll probably try and feed that back. I'm not sure if Andy will watch this, but yeah, Andy, no draft beers. I mean, £4 for a poxy little bottle of Carlsberg, and obviously nowhere to sit. It wasn't conducive, to be honest. You know, like I said before, previous years, some of us old boys need to sit down after walking the floor. But yeah, like I say, I always make the best of what it is, and I always enjoy it because I go there and I manage my expectations. And then obviously, many thanks to Andy Palmer at Arcade Club for obviously allowing, I think that's probably the right word, the UK Vackers there meet up, and obviously the dynamic duo, that's Alex and Whitney, for the Sky Skipper reveal. That was just an absolute fucking awesomeness. Really, I'm so happy to have been part of that and to have witnessed it. I did record it, but it's my phone's just. I've come to that later. I'm really disappointed as well because there's some bits on there that I wanted to refer to in talking to you guys, so I'm not able to do that. So yeah, just an absolute all-round fucking cracking weekend, and you have to excuse me because there'll be a lot of this going on. Right, shall we see what we got then? So first and foremost, probably the two best pickups of the weekend. I got me 2 glasses, courtesy of the village in Borough. Thanks, Daz, for confirming the pronunciation of said location, Borough. So a nice Bud glass, and Bud Light's pish, but the glass is really nice. It's got like a luminous bottom. Yeah, so cheers, the Village Hotel. Thought I'm going to rescue these bastards because they'll end up with a life of abuse. So I have got some raw fish. I'll probably put that in a separate video. This one's going to be long enough on its own anyway. So you'll probably be able to see that at some point. Maybe before this, maybe after this video. Just again, I always like just to whack the raw footage together because then it speaks for itself. I say in terms of the Arcade Club stuff, when I come to that, I'll probably reference a different video, which was exactly the same as what I'd done. I spoke to a few other people, and I would have really liked to have kept them, but yeah, don't matter too much. Right, the pickups. Now, considering the last expos I've been to, I've picked up very little. I mean, Blackpool I picked up a manual and 2 Game Gear games. This one, I don't know how I've managed it. I've got some really nice games here. Some are gifts, some are sort of trades, some are purchases, yada yada yada. So yeah, I think, well, I'll sort of say gifts. I'm probably like inadvertent gifts from my mate Rob. He had these at Doncaster, and he did really well off he sold a load of these. And I've seen these 2 and he still had them. I'd love to have them. They haven't cost me any money, so what me and Rob are doing with a bit of a trade, off the back of the Doncaster, Rich King Retro had a load of Pokemon cards, and he was like chatting to me about it. I said, mate, I've got fucking shoe boxes full of them in the garage. So obviously when we'd come back and unloaded my wagon, I sort of said, look, yeah, take these Pokemon cards, because Rob's young lad loves Pokemon. I said, look, take what you want for the cost of these, and we'll call it evens. So that's what we've done. So a couple of guides. So not ordinarily I wouldn't be, obviously I wouldn't, not being horrible, but I wouldn't pay 15 quid. It'll not really cost me that because it's just stuff I've already got. So Mega Man ZX. These are all like American, the Brady game guides. I'm slipping. But I thought, you don't see, I've never seen one of them before. This one, I don't think I've even got the game of this. I've got it on the PS2, I think. There is a PS2. Oh, I thought it was the first one. There is a PS2 game, and it is a Samurai Legend Musashi. I'm sure I've got this on the PS2. There is a PS1 title of this, isn't there? I think. But yeah, I mean, Rob would price these very reasonably, I think, because I say he sold loads of guides there. So I have no qualms, against what he's got on there. And I say, only cost me a load of Pokemon cards that I weren't using. So, right, off me mate Razzmatazz Raz. So he come all the way over from Sweden again. Is this the third time he's been, or the second? I can't remember. I might be the third one. I think it's the third time he's been over. Raz did a video, like a selling video. I'd already bought some stuff off him before when he called the PlayStation 2 lot. So we had, did a video of 16-bit stuff. So I grabbed some Famicom titles. I'm guessing he's probably may still have some stuff left. If you want to hop over to Raz's channel and take a look. Obviously I've picked these up, so you're a little bit late to the party, but he may have some stuff left. He did me a great deal on these games. All in box protectors, so I'm not going to open them up. They're all complete. Probably the sort of roughest one out of the lot, but still, you know, okay condition. What I paid, I'm not going to argue. Romancing Saga. So that finishes the trilogy now for me. This does have a translation as well, so you can see it's got a bit of rough edge wear to it. But I say for what I paid, you're going to get no arguments from me. We've got Lady Stalker. So this is like a 3D isometric adventure game, less RPG, more adventure. I did look at this before saying to us I'll take it because there was a translation about 56% complete, so that may get done and completed. And probably the pick of the bunch, Emerald Dragon. I wasn't sure if I had this or not because I might have had it in loose cart, but I don't think I've got it at all. Looking at the cartridge, so well happy with that. And that has got a translation as well. So many thanks to Raz. Did me an absolute fucking stellar deal on them. Really, really awesome. Awesome. Then if we make Jay the snake, Cyber of the Snake. Hang on, fucking gotta move shit around now. So this is kind of like a payment, I suppose. So it probably is more like a trade. So Jay wanted me to, that's his running in the background there, wants me to mod, hack, whatever, add a load of games onto his SNES Mini. And a bit like the NES Mini, like I said to you guys before, I'll happily do it for postage. Pay the postage and I'll do it for you. I'm not going to charge you. If, however, you want to, I've got a bloody eyelash hanging off my eye. Well, I've probably got a few thousand, but you know what I mean, one in my eye line. But if you guys want to buy me a drink, i.e. send me some cash or PayPal me some money, or send me some fodder, I'm happy either way. I said, but I'd happily do it just for the cost of postage. That's really annoying me now. But Jay, he sort of brought this game here, and I'm not sure if I've got that. I can't remember if I've got it on the PC Engine. The more I think about it, I think it might be the PC Engine version. But either way, he sort of said, look, there's two. They're both the same. The reason why, he goes, I bought one, and the second game didn't work on it. So I guess it's probably like this needs a bit of a clean. I don't know, but he very kindly handed me these over. So Jay's having a bit of a reorg, bit of a sort of slim down for his games room. You know, getting all that done and dusted. So I'm guessing these were just ones he weren't that too fussed about. And it is none other than Datana Twinbee Yahoo Deluxe Pack. So both the same game. Basically, there's two games on the disc, and say one of them, Jay said only one of the games works. So it's probably a bit of a scuff mark or whatever on said disc. Oh. Right, actual stuff that I purchased. And I wasn't really expecting much. I don't go there, sort of thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to get Ninja Gaiden Trilogy or anything like that. Or, Musha. But I've got these from, and I'm pretty sure it's the Attic Bug. I think it was the Attic Bug. And they were kind of like squirreled away. I mean, you can't hide anything really in Play Expo, but they weren't in line with the traders. They were kind of like behind Retro Collect. So like I say, if you're just doing the aisles for the traders, you wouldn't really know they were there until you walk around it all. And I went there relatively early, because he always had a load of magazines under the table. I just sort of said, like, you know, have you got any CVG? He said, I don't know. Looking at him, it's all like Amstrad Action, some CU Amigas, some Commodore stuff, some Zap. I think they had some Edge as well, but there's no CVGs. But I said they had a load of 8 and 16-bit micro games and systems. They had some PS1 titles. I think they might have had PS2. But they had, at the end of the table, some NES. And they had like a little printout of prices, and NES titles weren't on there. So I asked the lady. She's really nice, actually. So I don't know, I'll go and ask the man. She's come back and said £3 each. So I very cheekily said, oh, would you do 2 for a £5? And he turned around and went, no. Okay, fuck it. Well, I'll pay £6. They're worth £6 all day long, even just for the sleeves. But they are worth more than £6, or £3 each. So we've got Gremlins 2, the new batch. One of Mr. Dave, Retro Dave, Nintendo's faves. And Super Mario Bros. 3. But quite interestingly, he bought it from Oxfam for £1.50. But hey-oh. 27th of the 8th. That's 27th of August. Could have been years ago, couldn't it? But yeah, I mean, look, you know, decent nick. Actually, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, labels in really good condition. So I'll definitely keep the Nintendo sleeves, and I've got them 2 games, but I'll just flip them on at Doncaster or something. Or if anyone wants to trade for them, let me know. What can you do? I can't leave stuff like that there. Right. Do this one again, sort of early doors, and I've seen this guy at Blackpool. This is one where I got Streets of Rage 3 manual from. I still don't know his name. He's always at most of the events now. Really nice guy. I was just sort of chatting to him, and as I was chatting to him, and he was sort of sorting this one out, and I looked at him and went, how much you want for that? And he hadn't even put the price on. He was like, well, I was thinking maybe about £15. But I'll have it £15. He goes, the disc's a bit scratched up though, and obviously it's missing the front case. But I thought, something in the back of my mind was thinking, I'm sure that's worth more than £15. And he, like I say, disc clean's £2, and you can buy a shitty old game and swap the case over anyway. So I was like, yeah, okay. So for 15 pounds, I've got myself Link on the CDI, The Faces of Evil. So what's letting this down? I had some CDI games, so I couldn't, you know, quite easily swap the case. It has no front, so the hinges snap. Well, it hasn't got anything at all. And the CDI ones are weird because they kind of slide in and out. But yeah, the disc is a little bit dinked, but it's not that. I don't think it's that bad, you know. Yeah, I think a disc cleaner will get that out. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't even play it anyway. It would just be a collector's piece. I know it sounds daft, but yeah, 15 bones on the Link Faces of Evil. And just chuck that in there just to keep it safe. But yes, he hadn't even managed to write £15 on it before I bought it. So there's that. A few more bits. Oh yeah, Raz was absolutely fascinated by the way I drink beer and that. Because I don't gulp it, I don't go ooh, ooh, because I actually savour the taste. And he was like, yeah, you do like a weird sort of thing. It's because I'm pushing the beer across my taste buds so I can actually savour the taste. He goes, you got like you're tasting wine. I said, well, probably what they do, I don't know. I'm not a wine connoisseur. There you go. Just for you, Razza. Well, not just for you, because I'm drinking the beer, so it's mainly for me. This is quite a funny little story. So, we're walking around with Jay, and I bumped into a couple of the other tubers. I'm not going to say who it is, because it's going to ruin, hopefully, when said tuber does a video. And they're a great bunch of lads anyway. But this particular one had purchased a particular game. And me and Jay had been speaking about this earlier. And I said to him, I goes, what's the fucking betting? Every man and his dog is going to be after that game on either system. I'm not going to say what it is, because that might just cause even more stampede towards it. Sure as eggs is eggs. This was a tuber. I'd bought it. off the back of that video, and I just laughed. He's like, "What?" I said, "Oh, me and Joe were talking about that game," and he got some good money off. Actually, I was really surprised. But so we had me and Joe then went, right, we'll make it our mission to go and try. This fucking hair's doing my head in. To see if we can hunt down a copy. So there's this stall, and I'd only seen this guy in Blackpool. I think he may have been at Doncaster. I definitely remember in Blackpool because I bought Glover off of him on an N64. I think he was at Doncaster. I think he's right at the front. But I think he was doing a stall with somebody else. But anyway, he didn't have loads. He had a real mix of sort of games. Not loads of anything, if that makes sense. Which I quite like that because it's a bit of a mixed bag. You can have a good route round. What was it we was looking at? There's something else. Oh, that was it. He had. Dad was telling me he had Tatsujin and he had another Japanese shooter on the Mega Drive, and Dad was sort of saying about the price of them and stuff. I said, I got Tatsujin. I think I've got the other one as well. Can't remember for the life of me what it was. But as we were looking at these games, because they're all on the spines, you see, so with the Japanese stuff, unless you can read the kanji and you understand what it is, you have to sort of take each one out. Just walking along the road, and I sort of seen this one. I pulled it out because I didn't know what it was. And Jay went, "Ooh." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Oh, but after that one." Because I looked at it. No, sorry. I pulled this out. I looked at it, and I said to Jay, "Oh, is this the same as the Atari Lynx game?" And then Jay went, "Oh, yeah, because I've been after that one, you bastard." I was like, "Really?" He went, "Yeah." And he said, "That's a good price." He goes, "To be honest, that's a good price. It's probably about a tenner less than eBay, give or take, especially with your postage and potential import costs." He said, check to make sure it's complete, because he said a few of them that he's been looking at haven't been complete. It is complete. I shall show you. And I'm going to forget the name. Even though I've done a part of this yesterday, you would have thought, I know what it is. I've remembered it now. And I didn't look at it either. I'm about to say you would have thought I would have researched the name, but it's just literally come to me now, so I've just done this. Anyway. Long and short of it is, on the Sega Mega Drive Japanese version is Slime World. So I'm sure on the links is it Todd's Adventures in Slime World? I'm sure it's Todd. Todd's Adventures in Slime World. So it did get a Genesis release. This did, and I just remember it from the Atari Lynx, but also Bithead 1000 did a video on this, didn't he, as well? And I'll tell you what, I don't think this has already been used because she's really tight. She's really tight on the hinge. But yeah. So the man he had 20 pounds on it, and I said, "What's the best you can do?" He said 18. Got fucking sold. I say I don't go there with any. I don't go there sort of saying, "I want this. I want." I just go on spec. I think sometimes that's the best way to do it. Just see what's about. And I've never seen that game, never seen it in the wild. Going off the Snake's recommendation, he said, "Oh, it's a really good game. It's a really good game." But I know it is really highly regarded on the links, and I definitely know that Bithead 1000, Jesse did a video on it, so got the Bithead stamp of approval and the Snake stamp of approval. That's good enough for 2T. Squeaky chair, I do apologise. Okay. From me mate, Scottish Alan. Not like yesterday when I did the video, I called him Japanese Alan. He's definitely Scottish. Scottish Alan. Alan's Japanese retro gaming market. Links down below. Be links to everyone's channel that I mentioned as best I can, all their sort of pages or contacts or whatever you want to call it. I'll put them all down there as best I can. So Alan is a top bloke, really, really nice guy. And he had 2 tables. He doubled his footprint. He's expanding. And it was a lot easier to see stuff, that's for sure. So I said to him about his PC Engine games. I said, "Are these the same ones at Doncaster and Blackpool?" He went, "There's a few additions, Stu. A few in there." So I went through them. And there was definitely one. I thought, definitely having that. I picked another one up, and I said to the lads, "I've got to put my PC Engine games on my phone, or just in notes or something, because there's a few now I'm starting to think I'm not sure if I bought that already. I don't know. I need to check. So I took a flight. I don't think I've got this one. You know, what's going to happen, don't you? Once I get all this shit out of the way and I can get to my games, I would have had it. But it doesn't matter. Alan did me an absolute belting deal. So that was for 2 games. And he charged me 35 quid. Fucking hate that game. Fucking rock hard. Anyway, first up, so these are PC Engine titles, is Cyber Knight. And actually, Alan had a 8 squid lars on that. That's what I like about the Hue cards. There's nothing to see on the back. It's all there. Now this did have the foam in it because I did the video yesterday. I've since swapped the foam from this one into this other game, and I'll show you that game now. So that was obviously, you think, 35 quid. So I bought a fairly hefty title. Not that, you know, not nothing 100 quid's worth, obviously, because it's not. It's only £35. So I think he said, oh, I can do this. I think he said 35 on this one, because it's used to, you can have 30. We'll say he's a top bloke, honestly, top bloke. So he's only going to sell me PC Engine 2, aka Bonk's Adventure 2, on the PC Engine. So this was, and I did this all yesterday because I fucking feel like I'm going deja vu here. There's the foamage. There's a little wallet. It is legit. So you can see that wallet's different. And I can't remember if I said this at the time, and I do apologise. So I've got a feeling I hadn't. Off the back of, I think it was when I did the Master System, when I got, you know, all the sort of easier attainable card games, and there's a few that were missing the sort of the sleeves. And some guy linked an eBay shop, and I bought them, and ideal. I don't know what they are, like polyurethane or whatever you call it, but these little like, they literally are just credit card sleeves. The only problem is they're sort of linked, they're joined in like an A4 size. You sort of have to just peel them, split them, so you do end up with a little tab. But you can just snip them off, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I think it was something like £1 for 20 or something stupid. So whoever that was, and I do apologise, I probably forgot. I may have already mentioned these, and I'm going to repeat myself like an idiot. But many thanks, because I'll tell you what, bloody brilliant. So that's in there. That's PC Kid 2. That's Cyber Knight. So Scottish Allen, 35 quid the pair. Yeah. And then last, off of Console Passion, so Andy Brown and the crew and the team. And I tell you what, they knocked money off. I didn't even ask. I did say to the guy when I first was looking at these, that hair was doing my nutting. I did say that to him. I know generally you have to go above 100 before they give you anything off. I ummed and ahed about these two. One of these games I'd seen at Doncaster, and I ummed and ahed, and I don't know. And obviously, I didn't make as much as I thought I would do at Doncaster, so I sort of held back. The other one wasn't there at Doncaster, so it's a relatively new one that they've got. And a little bit of a funny story behind that one. So, again, still PC Engine, still sticking with PC Engine. I've got these two. They knocked 3 quid off, which doesn't sound a lot, you know, but they've got to make some money, and usually you have to go over 100 quid before you get anything off. So many thanks to the lads at Console Passion. I would like to think the guy recognised me, but I don't know if he did. I don't know, but I say really appreciative anyway. So this one here is another one of Bithead that Bithead done a video on. I remember playing it in the arcades. They had it at Console Passion on the Japanese Mega Drive as well. This is on the Turbo. Yeah, I say it's an arcade conversion. It's kind of like Zelda 2, side-scrolling adventure, some RPG-esque elements to it. This is a Japanese version. I don't think it's text heavy, and it is at Kadash. So the only real thing letting this down is the sort of spine is heavily faded, but I can't read kanji anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. I shall show you inside. So Kadash was £26, which actually is a good price. So I looked at, you'll see the other game in a minute. I did sort of go away and I sort of, you know, eBay just to double check pricing. And you know, there's not a steady price for this and the other game. It fluctuates quite a lot. And I've seen Kadash sell for 40 quid. There was ones for 35, and you got taking postage, and you can maybe the hit in terms of import tax, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, it's in great condition, other than the little bit of fading. So it's got everything in it, and it's got the foam, and it's a game. So one I remember playing in the arcades, and then the other game. So when we managed to sit down, and finally went to sit down, and Dal was like that. Because obviously Mr. Retro Godfather himself, Dal, was in attendance. I'll go through who was there as best I can remember. Obviously Dal was there. And he was like, what's that game in there, Stu? I was like, what, that one? I started, he went, I thought it was that. He goes, you should have fucking said. Because I was selling mine. You could have had no, you could have had mine. What do you mean you could have had yours? Well, could have had it for a tenner. Should have said, mate. I was like, Dal, I don't know you were even selling anything. Why don't you say something? Like, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell, mate. And then Jay just literally opens his wallet and just gives Dal a tenner. He's like, what's that for? Jay went, for that game. He's like, fucking hell, Jay. Jay weren't fucking about. I don't blame him. I did say to Dal, look, I'll give you 15 quid for it. And I sold it to Jay for 20. But yeah, this cost me not too dissimilar to Kadash. And it is Power Drift on the PC Engine. So they had 32 on it. Again, it's not a bad price. It's not, you know, it's not a bargain or anything like that, but it's not a bad, it's a fair price. Again, this is a weird game. The price fluctuates. You know, it's upwards of 40 quid. Sometimes it's 30 plus your postage. So it's 32 quid, maybe a quid or two off. So it got 3 quid off the total amount. Which really was, you know, nice of the guys to do that. Didn't have to. They don't normally do that. Less your postage, less your potential import charges. So the only thing letting this down is there's no foam. So Andy Brown, you bastard, there's no foam. I want me foam. I don't think he watches. This is like a last little rego card though. But yeah, I was a little bit. I'll tell you, there's no actual yellowing on the, or any scuffage. You get a lot of scuffage on some of the hue cards sometimes. It's in great condition. I can't remember what I was saying now. I just lost my train of thought. That was it. So I was a little bit dubious about Power Drift, and actually I've got it written on the side there. Reason being is I wasn't sure if it was like the PC Engine version of Golden Axe, which you'd think would be absolutely amazing, given that the Mega Drive version is pretty damn good. It's not. It's actually shite. The PC Engine version of that is terrible. Do not buy it. I think, and I'm sure you lads and lasses will correct me if I am wrong, that the PC Engine version isn't that bad, and I want to sort of say it was probably the best home port up until the 3DS. Was it the Sega 3D collection? Could be wrong. There could have been a better one, but I don't know. I think that's a pretty decent port. Fucking Dal. Fucking hell, Stu. Should have fucking said, mate. You could have had mine. It's just the way he says it, like, just so, like. I was like, what? Because I've got fucking pirate PC Engine games. So send me the list. Send me a picture. I'm gonna message him after this video. So those are the gets and the grabs. If you don't want to hear any sort of chitter chatter about Play Expo and Arcade Club afterwards, then I thank you all for your time, and shall see you later.